Somehow, some way, February has arrived. And today, we're ranking every MLB team to start February. I know I've gotten away from this content a little bit. I started a football channel, NFL channel. Make sure you go check that out. New camera angle. You can see my protein bars. Probably should hide the drugs. Without further ado, let's rank MLB teams. 6 tiers, as always. Elite, great, good, mid, meh, and AAA. I'm going to do this how the successful videos go, the ones that get views. I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. So we're going to start with the teams that are AAA. I think there's a few. White Sox are definitely one of them. That was the worst team that anybody's ever seen last year, and it hasn't gotten a lot better. I mean, bringing in, what was that, Talkman? Like, there's guys that they've brought in, like, on one-year deals. They're going to be fine for them. I think we talked a little bit about it last time. Marlins also go here. They trade away Luzardo. They trade away Berger. Like, they trade away a lot of guys. Anybody that really had left, Sandy soon, I would assume, because he's under contract, and they don't want that on. And then as much as I really don't want to do it, because I don't know if they belong in the same tier. Yeah, I think the best of these three is the Rockies, but the Rockies definitely can go in AAA, because I think that they're separated from teams who I'm thinking for the meh tier. It's just also not a very good roster, and it's kind of a cursed team. Ezequiel Tovar is, like, really cool, really good. He's going to be great. But, like, Farmer's your big signing. They bring in Thairo Estrada is actually not bad, I won't say. Let's bump up a tier. A's can go here. Like, I like the moves that they made. They've been pretty impactful, and they extended Brent Rooker. Thank you. There's a dog, also a cool person. So how much is it going to help them compete? I don't know. I think until we see them on the field, we keep them here. There's a very good chance they could compete for their division just because they're division's kind of getting a lot more competitive. I would still take the Rangers, like, if I had to put money on it, but bringing in a guy like Severino too to be a frontline guy. There's young talent on the roster. Jacob Wilson, Zach Geloff come back and do something well too. I think Nats can go here. There's a lot of young talent on this team, and they maybe can compete for a wild card spot, but it's another team that until we see it on the field and they're any good, I wouldn't put them any higher. Nathaniel Lowe is like a really nice addition as well. It's kind of what they needed for this team, a first baseman. Josh Bell is back. If they're not competing, trade him away, sure. Pirates haven't done anything this offseason. Like, come on. Brought in Adam Frazier. It's about it. I was expecting a lot more than that from a team that looked like they were poised to spend some money. And hopefully after this year, they give Paul Skeens the bag that he deserves. That might be it for the Mets here. I'm thinking there's a lot that's going to be in this mid tier because there's a lot of teams that we just kind of have to see how they play. One of those is the Rays. They brought in Ha-Sung Kim. That was yesterday, maybe 2 days ago, but it's such a Rays move. I thought he would go to a team like the Tigers or something. It was a good fit in my eyes. I like Ha-Sung Kim. I think he pretty perfectly fits the Rays because he's just kind of a barrels guy and he plays everywhere. He's going to help them compete overall. The Rays have like a full rotation coming back healthy too. I wouldn't be shocked if they make the playoffs, but it's kind of a fringe team right now. Got a lot of heat for this last time, but nothing about the Guardians roster gets me excited at all in any way. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt though. So we'll go to the Twins, definitely go in mid. Also, haven't really done anything. You need to improve. Last year, you didn't do anything. And it's like they're just relying on self-improvement, and I guess that's fine. And maybe a healthy Correa, Royce Lewis will help too, sure. I think they could use another starter though. I think Reds go here. Like, they've made some pretty impactful moves as well. They just traded for Taylor Rogers on top of that. I think Gavin Luck's trade was in between the last times we talked about this as well. India's out, Singer is in, stuff like that. Like, that's a good win-win trade, hopefully. Like, they've made additions. Like, there's no doubt. This year, definitely better than last year as far as additions go. There's so many teams I just want to put here. Cardinals will go. They're just losing guys. And looks like we're going into a new phase of Cardinals baseball. I don't know how good they'll be, but they'll probably float right around like 75, 80 wins, though. I'm going to put the Angels here just because I think that they are going to be very comparable to the Twins. Angels made some moves. Like, there's no doubt that they made some pretty winning moves. If Kikuchi becomes anything, like, that's going to be a pretty big steal. I always say, like, every year, but they can compete. I'm going to put the Cubs, yeah. That's so tough because I want to see them play, so I'll hold off on them. Brewers are a team I'm going to put here. Just losing a lot of pieces, it seems like. Not really bringing in anybody. Also just relying on self-improvement. Maybe that's going to work. Like, I mean, they've been really good for years, but I'm going to get some flame for that one. I don't know. You lost in the wild card again. It's been like every year. Mariners go here until they bring in like a real deal hitter like Pete or something like that. Bregman, I don't know. They can't go anywhere else. They don't have offense at all. Nothing. All right, we can bump up a tier to the good. There's going to be so many in this good tier. Let's start with 3 AL Central teams. Guardians, Tigers, Royals. Very comparable to me, records-wise. I think the Guardians are going to be the worst of the three. They don't have a rotation. I don't really understand how they got by last year. Pretty much on the power of friendship, I guess. There's nothing there. Like, Tanner Bybee is good, great, whatever you want to call him. I'd say good. What else is there? And you got rid of Naylor and you brought in Santana. Is that really an upgrade? Are you going to play Manzardo every day? It's a roster that scares me a lot, and I do not have confidence in them. Sorry. Tigers, you keep getting better. You made the playoffs. You made the divisional round. You won. Hopefully you build off of that and you're good this year again. I kind of want them to give Torkelson another chance, though. Give him a full year. Put Colt Keith back at second base. Like, let's do it. And the Royals also getting slightly better, marginally better. They brought in Carlos Estevez yesterday. Only slightly better than last year. I mean, you're still going to have Bobby, and you're having guys get healthy again as well, like Pasquantino. So hopefully that works out for them as well. I think the Orioles have to go in good just because, like, it's been the same thing 2 years in a row. Like, you're a first round you play, I should say. They had the bye last year. And you don't really have much pitching. Like, I wanted them to bring in a real starter like Snell or Fried or something like that. But they really haven't. Grayson Rodriguez are probably just banking on to be a lot better. I don't know. Cubs can go here. We know the moves that they've made. They brought in Presley as well recently, so I couldn't put him in mid. It's another team that I want to see play, though. I definitely can't put them higher, and they could go even lower just because they've been underperforming for years. Houston can't go any lower until they prove to me that they're not going to do that, but their roster's looking a lot worse. I mean, you lose Kyle Tucker and Ryan Presley, of course, and Alex Bregman for that matter. I want to see how that works out for them, though. They still might just be a fringe playoff team. Another team I need to see play, Texas. I think they're going to win their division I'd say relatively handily, 5 or more games, but their offense still looks scary, and their rotation looks fine again. And DeGrom's healthy. Like, come on. Arizona got a lot better. I believe they got Corbin Burns since the last time that we talked as well. They got better, but they also got better last year. Like, a lot better last year. And they didn't even make the playoffs. So I got to see them play again. I fully expect the Red Sox to make, like, a real deal contending push this year. If the guys that they had on the roster last year perform to similar levels this coming year, and then their additions pay off, and you have like Blaze Alexander coming up and stuff like that, like that's a real deal team. And Jarren Duran's a dog too. San Diego's shopping their pitchers, but until they get rid of them, they're still a good team. They still got a lot of firepower on offense. I just don't understand why they were shopping Michael King. They agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with an option as well, so he's avoiding ARB. But why were they shopping him? I don't really understand. Like, was it all about the ARB and stuff? I don't know. Giants can go here too. I'm confident they're going to make a playoff push as well, but again, we got to see it. There's only so many spots, too. Last one is the Blue Jays. They were down in mid, maybe even meh, but they've made a lot of moves in the last couple of weeks. Santander, Scherzer was today, I believe. I'm proud of them. Like, they went out, and maybe Santander was a desperation move. Like, it's a lot of money, but I hope it pans out for them in some way, you know? It's just not really the type of hitter they need. They still could get Pete Alonso, I suppose. So could the Giants. Giants feel like that just might be falling into their lap. Let's move up a tier to great. There's 4 teams. It's the 3 NL East teams, Phillies, Braves, and Mets. This division is just going to be so close. The rosters are so similarly skilled. All of them made additions. Braves brought in Profar for themselves. Mets, obviously. Soto, they re-signed Stanek. They re-signed Minaya. Like, they got guys. Phillies' big addition was Luzardo. I'm still interested to see if they trade for a bat. Kepler, I expect to do something for them. I don't know how much, but probably like around league average, which is just going to be fine for them. The last team in that tier is the Yankees. World Series losers. They got a lot better. I think that they got better. I know they lost Juan Soto. They got better as a team. It's kind of like they need to do it this year or next year, or else their window is going to crumble. It's going to crumble. Not looking good because the money is going to be disastrous. It already is kind of with like LeMahieu and stuff, but it's going to be even worse because you're paying a guy whose arm is falling off for 8 years. I don't know. Then without a doubt, the best team, the team that deserves to be on their own tier, the Dodgers. World Series champions, and they got the most better out of anyone, if that makes any sense. Just spending so much money, and then they got the bargain in Roki Sasaki, of course, because why wouldn't he use them? They're a wagon right now, and unless they choke, then no one is stopping them. That is the tier list to start February. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the content, remember to leave a like as well as subscribe. Check out the Sentry football channel as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.